training. And in this safety training, we are talking about elements 2. This is IGC 2, International General Certificate number 2. We are talking about transportations and risk control. In this topic, we are going to deliberate what are the risks in transportation and the hazard, and also the risk control, how to control or to avert some of these hazards that want to happen or that will happen. So basically, we talk about hazard and risks from workplace and transport operation. Typical hazard relating to vehicles and movement. I'm going to talk point by point, right? Driving too fast. When a driver will drive too fast, or a staff, often it associates with driving errors. Load may move or fall from vehicle, or brake may be ineffective. This simply means that if you drive too fast, some of the loads that are in the vehicle might move from one place to another in the vehicle, which might lead to vibration, and it can lead to accidents. And also some load might fall down, and also when you're driving too fast, it can lead to brake fail. Brake fail means that when you drive too fast, if you want to press the brake, it cannot hold. Then we're talking about reverse in transportation, hazard transportation. Reverse also limits driver vision and also puts the whole length of the vehicle in a direction of travel. The driver vision may be impaired, and the peripheral may not be seen or hear the approach of the reverse vehicle. Also, reverse vehicle also is also an hazard, because sometimes when you reverse, you cannot see what is behind, right? What is behind you is also an hazard. Then we're talking about silent operation of machinery. Vehicle and equipment may not be heard by the pedestrian or other drivers. So it means that sometimes the vehicle is very low, no sound, and equipment no sound. It cannot be heard by any person. Person is called pedestrian, right? Or other drivers. Then we're talking about in transportation also, we're talking about poor visibility. When we're talking about poor visibility, especially around loads, right? While a long vehicles or vehicles reverse can cause or may cause collision, right? So this simply means that poor visibility, maybe the driver cannot see backward, or the glass of the vehicle are not clear, the mirrors, they are not too transparent, so it can also lead to accidents, right? So these are four typical hazards, like driving too fast, reversing, silent operation of the machines, and poor visibility. We're talking about another one, talk about typical non-movement related hazard. So this is typical non-movement hazard. What are the typical? Like loading and unloading, right? Both manual, mechanical loading and unloading of vehicle can create a risk. Example, manual handling risks. Risks created during tripping operation, right? So this simply means that, like when you are manually carrying one load to a vehicle, lifting some vehicle, it can also lead to accidents wherein maybe someone will trip and fall down, right? So we have to take some of these things into consideration. When you are loading a vehicle, they have to be how you can carry the goods, which goods is more heavier and which goods is light, which one manual need to carry manually and which one need to be carried by forklifts, right? So we're talking about another point, securing and sheeting. What is securing and sheeting? When workers have to climb onto a vehicle in order to secure the load, right? So when you are shifting, like climbing the the vehicle, you have to be careful the way you climb in the vehicle. Then also when you are moving, like you're trying to arrange on top of a vehicle, you're trying to arrange these items that you want to place on top of the vehicle, you have to be careful also, right? Then we're talking about coupling. What is coupling mean in this context? When a vehicle are attached to a trailer, right, or other towers equipment, there is a potential for collision and crush. This simply means like whenever there is a trailer is being attached to the head of the trailer, right? So, or another, let's say another compartment of trailer is being attached to the main trailer, it also can lead to collision. How it can lead to collision? Like if the driver is moving, then it automatically press a brake, then it can lead to collision, wherein the attachment behind will come and collide with the other attachment. So you have to be careful the way you brake, right? Then also in terms of when you are driving, you meet a U-turn, you have to be careful the way you do a U-turn, because it can also lead to collision. Collision means when something collides together. That is the meaning of collision, right? Yeah. So then we're talking about maintenance work in transportation. Maintenance work is when the mechanics have to assess various parts of the vehicle and may have to work at an height or under the vehicle, right? So this simply means that whenever someone is working on the vehicle, right, it should always use safety precautions, because you have to put a jack tools, right, when you are inside. Maybe you are removing the vehicle tire, or you want to do maintenance under the vehicle, the bumper. So you have to use the safety gears, the safety like glasses, for you to prevent accidents, right? Then we're talking about typical risks association. We're talking about typical risks associated with the vehicle operation. What are the typical risks that are associated with vehicle operation? One is loss of control, right? Then another two is overturning. Then 3 is collision with other vehicle, with pedestrian with people or objects, right? So these are the typical risks associated with vehicle. Let me explain one by one. You're talking about loss of control. Loss of control simply means that due to the driver's errors or too much of fast driving, mechanical failure can occur, right? Or sometimes because of the environmental conditions, maybe weather conditions, or the road is very bad, or mudslide, right? So it can lead to accidents. So that is, the driver can be loss of control. So these are typical risks that are associated with vehicle operation. Then you're talking about overturning. That is number 2, overturning. Overturning simply means tripping over onto the vehicle side or onto the front or back. Instability, particularly or high side vehicle, may also be due to spreading of travel, steepness of slopes or height, or stability of the loads, tire pressures, or road condition. Overturning simply means like maybe the vehicle, the items that you placed in the vehicle are too heavy, or you place them in one side, on the right side, which means the right side is more heavier than the left side. So that means the left side, whenever you want to do U-turn, the vehicle might collide because of the weight in the other side. So you have to adjust and put them in the middle of the vehicle. We call it the name of the middle, it's called it I can't remember right now, but there is a name. You put it middle at the center of the vehicle, so the space will be in a stable manner. Then we're talking about collision with other vehicle and pedestrian or fixed objects. So the vehicle also, for it to prevent people also, it can also collide with people, and it can lead to accidents due to the driver's incompetence. and adverse grounds and weather condition, poor lights or site layout congest. So this simply means that sometimes if a driver is driving in a congested area, right, or in a dark place, he cannot see what is in front, or its vehicle, the light of the vehicle is not clear.